All right, back with another video. This video is like an extension from the other video I just made, which I was talking about hugging people and entities. So please check that video out so you can get more clarity on why I'm making this video. So the name of this video would be is how to make a spiritual bath or how to take a spiritual bath or however. Just before I start this video, if anyone like to work with me, I do healing. I do offer healing services. I'm a breathwork facilitator. I am an energy healer, and I also do spiritual consultations. And I also am a tantric practitioner as well, and many things of that nature. If you're looking to work with me, you can go to the website www.touchedbyjoshuatree.com and yeah, see some of the stuff I have going on, doing some amazing work. And you guys, I would love to work with you guys if you're interested in going deeper in your healing journey. All right, and without a further dizzy do, I gotta come up with another catch line because I can't keep using his shit. It's funny, by the way. So the name, like I said, so let's get into this video. So in this video, talk about spiritual baths, right? And so what is a spiritual bath? You can look at a spiritual bath is you setting an intention to cleanse your spiritual body or your energetic body rather. And it's more for the purpose of spiritual cleansing. It's not so much about the physical body. It's more so about the energetic body. And for people who don't know, we have an energetic body that is constantly interacting with the physical body. And if some people may not know, we also have a thing called an aura. And so a lot of these things get dirty over a period of time. And how do they get dirty? They get dirty through interactions with people, going in certain environments, certain bars, certain clubs, certain parties, even working environments, family environments, concerts, even having intimacy with certain people, having certain friends, family members. It's all kind of things that can attach to your aura field. And so it's not like not one person out here doesn't have a stain on their white clothes. Meaning, don't think just because you walk with the monks in the Himalayan mountains that you ain't got something attached to you. So being mindful of that, right? In order to cleanse this energy, you want to take a spiritual bath. Spiritual baths, since I've been doing it, is the most powerful thing I can do in terms of removing negative energy from around me or around me. It is my go-to. It really is, and it's truly powerful. It's like a spiritual renewal. It will literally make you feel like you stepped in holy water and came out rebirthed. You feel completely fucking different. And it's very powerful. Like I said, it's something that you should definitely do maybe 4 times a month. I don't recommend doing it every day unless you're really trying to cleanse some shit, but definitely maybe 4 times a month, depending on how much energy work that you do or people that you're interacting with, your job, stuff like that. I typically try to do about maybe twice a month, 4 times to twice a month, but I do a lot of energy work with people, so I do try to cleanse out often. So it might be like 4 times, like once a week. And so taking a spiritual bath, like I said, is something that you should definitely keep in your back pocket. So how do you take a spiritual bath? So I'm gonna just give you my regimen, and you can just tweak it however you want, or I just give you a general understanding. So first, before you do anything, you want to first take a regular shower. You want to wash yourself. You want to get some soap and water and wash your ass. All right. Make sure you wash your ass. Don't take a spiritual bath and you just got off of work, working a 12-hour shift, and then jump into a spiritual bath. Don't do that. What is that? Don't do that. Take a bath first. Take a shower first. Wash your ass. Do that first. Then run the water right after that. Run the bath water. Once you do that, start throwing in all your elements. Start throwing in all the things you want to do to amplify the water. So it's a key note water is very powerful for removing negative energy. Water by itself, there's a study that showed that when people used to be out in nature a lot, they always used to be not only around water, but they used to cleanse themselves with water, with natural water, because water is very purifying. And so, just taking and it ain't got to get deep. Just think about when you just had a long day at work and you take a shower, you feel all fresh. Yeah, you could say, well, the soap that I used made me feel like that, but no, I guaranteed you it was because of the water element that also cleansed your energy field to some degree. And so in nature, they noticed that the temperature was also a major component. When you go out in nature, the water is naturally cold. When we out in our houses, we can tamper with the temperature and we have it like kind of warm. But if you was to take a cold shower, you will feel very cleansed after a very cold ass shower. So the temperature does matter to a degree. But in this particular case, we're talking about a spiritual bath. With a spiritual bath, I recommend you take a hot ass bath. Unless you want to take a cold bath, I haven't experimented with cold baths. I always take a hot, like warm bath. I like to relax. So I like to I want to feel relaxed when I'm in the bathtub. So boom, run your water. While your water running, throw your ingredients in. It's kind of like making soup. You know what I'm saying? Throw your ingredients in. So for me, I personally use Florida water is a great Florida water. If you ain't got no goddamn Florida water, then you need to go ahead and get out of town. You need to go live somewhere else. Go to Toronto where Drake live at or some fucking body. Like, you gotta have Florida water. Florida water is an essential. Baking soda is an essential. And some people put a little cap of bleach in it. I don't do that, but that's another thing you can do. And what's my other? Oh, Epsom salt. Certain types of Epsom salt. I kind of use what's the Epsom salt I use. I be kind of like experimenting, so I might use like elderberry or pink Himalayan or something like that. But whatever resonates, you use that. So that's like my 3 essential things, and then I add everything else. So while the water's running, I throw all that joint in it, and then you use essential oils, different types of essential oils. Change the energy of the water. It's just like I said, it's like making soup. It's like making a bowl of soup. The different ingredients that you put in it is going to change the flavor of the soup. You put different type of healing items or tools into the water, it's going to change the vibration. It's going to change the energy of the water. So you can start with, like I said, the first 3 things, and then you can also add some essential oils, different type of essential oils. I recommend you do some research with some of the essential oils because some of them do have very powerful promoting healing effects, like lavender or like lemongrass or eucalyptus or what have you. I know frankincense is another good herb or essential oil. So yeah, so boom. And also, so say you do essential oils, you can also do dry herbs. Some people do that as well. I used to do that. I no longer don't do that no more, but I used to do it. And if you was to do dry herbs, I recommend you do research on the dry herbs as well. And I also recommend that you boil the dry herbs. You put it in a pot of water, you boil it, and then you dump it in the water. I used to share one of my bath rituals with some clients of mine, and I'll tell them how to do it, and they wouldn't strain the herbs. So if you don't like strain the herbs and just keep the water itself, then when you jump them herbs in the tub, it's gonna clog up the tub. So be mindful to always strain the herbs and just keep whatever it is that was seeping, because it's gonna clog up the tub. But if you want to do it that way, that's fine too. I bet I'm just giving you a warning here. A little warning, because now you got to clean the shit up. But yeah, you can do dry herbs and also crystals. Put some crystals around your tub, whatever crystals resonate. If you're looking to remove something, because like the last video we talked about negative energies. If you're looking to remove, you always want to go with black crystals, some that removes energy. Once again, research, because I'm not about to tell y'all a list of crystals. Do research on crystals as well, the ones that resonate with you. And also set the music, set the tone. Set the music, set the tone. When you're taking a spiritual bath, always be intentional. It's not like taking a shower where you just hop in and hop out. Taking a spiritual bath is very, very powerful with intention. So I like to do it typically when no one's not at the house so I can get more privacy. But, you know, I like to make sure that the floors are mopped. I make sure the floors are swept. I make sure everything's put up. There's not like scattered energy around. I want to make it feel like it's real clear in the bathroom. I also change the bathroom light, the light bulbs. I change it to different colors depending on different chakra colors that I'm want to work on. And I also have certain music playing. So you can play some type of meditative music or some type of music that like kind of feeds your energy, feeds your soul, feeds your spirit. And that's, however I wouldn't recommend listening to City Girls while you trying to take a spiritual bath. But, some that can just make you feel more at peace with yourself, because you want to increase the vibration in the whole entire room. So sound frequencies is another way to increase the vibration. You want to keep everything as high vibrational as possible to drown out whatever this energy that you're trying to get rid of, or just doing an overall cleanse, right? And so another thing you could do too, you could put salt in the water. I recommend black salt, which I find is hard to find. But if you can find a good kind of black salt, there's black salt on Amazon, but I ordered it and it was like fucking white salt with black dye. Like, the shit wasn't real black salt. So it's hard to find like real good quality black salt. So if you could find that will definitely aid you. That is actually that too is actually one of my top 4 actually. Black salt is also another thing I incorporate. If you don't have black salt, you use white salt. Just a couple of dashes, you don't. It's not like you're trying to season some food up. Just a couple of dashes in that bad boy, and I think that's it. And then so once you then put all your ingredients in there, all the things that you need, you set the intention. And so for me, what I do is I kneel down, I get close to the water, and I talk to the water. I set the intention, I tell the water what I need, what this type of intention is. I get deep. I get real deep into the intention, the ritual. You know what I'm saying? Once you do that, you want to be very mindful. At this point, you should be completely naked. Get in the water and just be mindful throughout the whole entire experience. You should only take about 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes max. 30 minutes max. You shouldn't be no longer than 30 minutes. But I normally do between 20 and 25. And just be mindful while you're in the water. Cut out all distractions. Don't be on your phone. Don't be like, man, shit, I'm getting a cleanse. Let me go ahead and text Sarah back, because she over there playing with me. Don't do that, all right? This is for your fucking spirit. Do not be on the fucking phone. As a matter of fact, do what you want to do. I'm just telling you, if you want to tap in, don't get on your phone. Yeah, and just be very mindful, So what I like to do too sometimes is I like to imagine that the energy is literally being like cleansed off my body, the negative energy. And I highly encourage you to get into your imagination. So whatever you feel that is linked to cleansing in your imagination, utilize that energy or utilize that imagery to cleanse the body. So I might think of like a Brillo pad, like a toothbrush, or like, not a toothbrush, but like a scrubbing brush to cleanse my energy body. So I literally imagine a scrubbing brush cleansing my energy body. And I can literally feel the energy like this coming off of me, getting into the water. It's like literally energetic residue. It's kind of like when you take a real bath. You know how back in the day, your mama be like, oh, you got that black ring around the tub. You need to go clean that tub out because you got all the dirt in the tub. It's the same thing on energetic level. All that energy is coming off you and it's sitting in the tub. So yeah, you just want to tap in. You want to kind of stop worrying about what's going on in the world, worrying about your current reality, worrying about if she or he gonna text me back, or whatever it is that you're worrying about. Leave all that alone. Leave that outside the bathroom. This is for you. And like I said, if you're being intentional, if say you have an entity attached to you, then you really want to be intentional, because that requires, I don't say it requires more of your concentration, but what I will say is you can aid, you can foster some of the cleansing, because the energy is already intelligent. The water is intelligent. It doesn't need so much of our intelligence to get into a state of cleanliness. But you can help with it, but not too much. You don't want to be around this bitch like, get me clean, get me clean. Like, you don't gotta do all that. Like, and so yeah, you be in there for about 20 minutes or so, and then once you get, and also what I do is I set a timer, so I won't be in there all day. So yeah, so like I said, and also you can also set candles. I forgot candles too. I also use candles, and I turn the lights off, and so there's nothing but the candle just lit. So it's very like, it's a thing, it's very nice. But yeah, so boom, 20 minutes up or so, get out the tub, or get up rather, flush out the water, and what I do is I turn the shower back on, and then I put it all the way to cold. I try my best to put it all the way to cold. I put it as much as I can bear it being cold, which I could probably go all the way because my body's already hot from the water. So I put it all the way to cold, and I give myself an extra cleanse for any extra energetic residue that's sitting in my aura field. I cleanse it off with the cold water. And then I also have a specialized towel. I don't use daily towels that I normally use to clean my body. I have a specialized towel that I use for my spiritual baths. And it is only for my spiritual baths. So I only wash it by itself. That makes the energy more unique, and it makes it more powerful when you do that. If you mix it in with other towels, it just becomes another towel. But if you only use it for this purpose, it is considered to be part of the ritual. So make sure you have that special towel, right? That's something else that you can add to your tool set. And yeah, then once I do that, I take it to I dry off, and then I'm basically done. That's it. We're done with that. And what I do is I go in my room, and I just kind of just sit with myself. I might get in a meditation. I might bring my awareness to what it is that I wanted to let go of, and like kind of reflect on it a little bit, because now you're at a different vibration. You could probably feel the difference once you get out the water. So now that you're at a different vibration, you want to honor where you're at. You want to honor that vibration. You want to honor what you just did for yourself, because you just took a spiritual bath. So this is like, it's literally feels like a renewal. It feels like a reawakening. So you want to kind of like really feel into this new energy that you're in, and be very intentional about it. And also what I this is me, but most people do this already, but I don't sleep with nothing. Like I don't put no coconut oil on after the shower or whatever. Like I don't put no oils on. I don't do nothing. I go to sleep just like that, to keep the energy. I don't mix it up with no oils, nothing, until the following day. I go to sleep just like that. And I find that when I do that, it just feels different versus like getting out the spiritual bath and then you put some oil back on. Like it just mixes the energy back up. So I highly recommend that you be mindful of that. And yeah, be mindful how you feel. Pay attention to whatever it is that's changed. If you feel like you do have like an entity, like I said, this is related to the last video. If you feel like entity is still in connection, then I hope you have some spiritual practices until you take another spiritual bath, so you can help alleviate yourself to get rid of those energies. And I think that's it. I can't think of nothing else. But that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. And you can get creative with it. You know what I'm saying? This is just to give you guys a little something of how I do my spiritual baths. But you can do it however you want to do it. And this is another thing I want to say too. If you don't have nothing that I just said, if you don't have Florida water, salt, Epsom salt, crystals, if you don't have nothing, it doesn't matter. Like, that's fine. Like, you can still take a spiritual bath and just still have the same powerful effect. It's all about the intention. All the other stuff I just named, that's just to help it. But that doesn't mean that you cannot have a powerful experience. It can help, but that doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to have a very strong intention, because that's what's actually going to carry that energy. So be mindful. If you ain't got nothing I just named, you can still take a powerful spiritual bath. It's all about intention. And what is an intention? Just in case people don't know what an intention is. An intention is a desired outcome. It's something that you want to see happen, or you want to see come into fruition or manifestation. So when you set a strong intention, know what type of desire you have in mind, and a certain outcome you would love to have as well. So when you set that intention, you really getting deep into it. You're using your imagination, you're using your visualization, you're talking to the water, you're speaking to the water, you're saying everything that you feel you need to say to kind of program this water how you want it to work for you. All right, so that's another key that can really help you out in terms of like making that energy very powerful. And I think that's it, folks. I think I'm not gonna get off on here, right? I totally don't think I got a speech impediment. I did that on purpose. But anywho, I'm gonna go. So, drop a comment if it resonated or help, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.